So the first plane load of Muslim migrants has arrived in Canada from Ankara, Turkey. As you know, Canada has pledged to take 50,000 Muslim migrants, and Trudeau himself has pledged that he absolutely will not favor the victims of Muslim terrorism, namely Christian Arabs or Yazidis or other minorities. Remember this?
A Liberal government would prioritize ethnic and religious minorities.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. I mean, look, Christian Arabs didn't vote for Trudeau. Muslims did, so suck it up, people. This is how the Liberals pay back their base. These are not real refugees coming from Turkey, of course, as in they're not coming from a place that's in any danger. I mean, I wouldn't want to live in Turkey, but it's a democracy with more or less civil liberties. It's a NATO ally. These people are not back in a war zone in Syria. Many of them have actually established new lives, new businesses, wealth in Syria. I mean, remember why that little boy, Alan Kurdi and his dad got in a boat and paid a smuggler to get him to Europe? Not to flee to safety, but to get the dad free dental care. Here's what the dad's sister said.
The situation is Abdullah does not have any teeth. Has a story about it. So I've been trying to help him fix his teeth. But it's gonna cost me $14,000. I said to him, actually my dad, he came up with the idea. He said to me, I think if they go to Europe for his kids and for better future, I think you should do that. And then we'll see if we can fix his teeth.
Yeah, same thing here. I mean, this plane did not bring in real victims or people in real danger hot from a war zone. It brought in people who are now living in safety in Turkey, and they won't just be getting better dental care like Alan Kurdi. They'll be getting free everything, free housing, free welfare, free Medicare. They just won the lottery, and they will be loyal to Trudeau's Liberals in return. But here's my point today. Who chose the people on the plane? Who chose these so-called refugees coming from a fellow NATO democracy, not from Syria? Well, they were chosen by the Turkish government, which is an illiberal Islamic fascist government. The president, Erdogan, well, his government chose the people who we took. We didn't choose them. We don't have the manpower out there, the connections, the know-how. Canada just doesn't. So Canada outsourced that to the Turkish Islamist government, a government that, by the way, facilitates the Islamic State terrorist group, that buys its black market oil from the Islamic State, that funds the Islamic State. A government thinks the real enemy out there are the Kurds. The Kurds, who are the closest thing to liberal Democrats in the whole region, the Kurds who let women be free, who are building a little democracy out there. The Turks hate the Kurds because part of Turkey would surely want to secede to join a country called Kurdistan. So you see my point here? If Turkey is choosing who we take as, quote, refugees, they're choosing who they want us to take. Turkey hates the Kurds. And of course, anyone who knows the story of the Armenian genocide, when Turks murdered millions of Christians, well, they can be sure the Turks aren't trying to help any Christians in the region. Here's a famous picture from the Turkish mass murder of Armenian Christians, showing a bunch of starving Armenian kids being teased by a Turk, taunting them with a piece of bread. Yeah, that bad old Turkey, fascist, anti-Christian, anti-Kurd, is back, and it's worse than ever under Erdogan. That's the man who's choosing our Muslim migrants. Feel any better? For the Rebel.media, I'm Ezra Levant.